Gretchen Menn and I'm the guitar player for Zepparella. And in this series of videos, I'm going to be sharing with you some of what I love about Led Zeppelin, showing you how I approach some of these songs, and also talking about some just tips and tricks I've learned along the way of playing these songs live. Song is going to be divided up into 3 separate videos. In the first video, I'll go over the riffs of the song, and in the second video, I'll go over any lead lines and solos, and then in the third video, we'll talk about special considerations. So that could be everything from how to deal with multi-tracked parts and translating that into live performance, things that I do with gear, pedals that I use, stuff like that, maybe even some hilarious or interesting or horrifying stories as they pertain to maybe memories I have of playing the song live. I'm choosing to do these videos here on YouTube because I want the content to be free for anybody who might enjoy it or find it useful. I have loved Led Zeppelin longer than I've played guitar, and the longer I play it, the more hidden treasures I find in it. So I hope you'll find some of this useful. I just want to say a few words about playing the music of other people. So I started playing classical guitar. That was my first serious experience on the instrument, and that meant that I was playing the music of Bach and Berlioz and Leo Brouwer. And I've always loved rock music as well, and jazz and various different types. But I've noticed, particularly in the rock world, there's often kind of a snobbishness when it comes to performing the music that anybody else wrote. And my feeling on that is great music is great music, and great music should be part of your musical vocabulary, and great music deserves to be honored by anybody who wants to honor it. We learn our first language imitatively, and the same principle applies to music. Music is a language with rich and varied dialects, so your heroes should be the ones that you look to as you develop your own musical voice. Being inspired by one's heroes never stops. It isn't just for somebody who's getting started or somebody who's in any particular stage of the whole musical journey. Every stage of the musical journey will be enhanced by taking inspiration, by digging into other people's music, and by seeing where that leads you. Learn the songs that move you or interest you, and learn the solos that speak to you and the riffs that make you want to bang your head. So I'm also a big believer in the importance of writing. We learn our first language through imitation, but we have to apply what we learn if we're actually going to have that language help us express our thoughts or ideas or feelings. And the same is true with music. You can learn a Led Zeppelin riff, but then turn around and write a riff, or write 10 riffs. And think of it as a whole process like breathing. You inhale inspiration, you exhale expression. Some of you may be here because you've seen stuff of Zepparella or some of the covers I've done of things on YouTube, or maybe you're just meeting me for the first time. I actually spend the vast majority of my time writing my own music and working on that. And I tell you that because I want to really say how important it is that I think that you develop your own creative path. It's going to be super fun to share this music of Led Zeppelin with you, but at the same time, if you're posting things on social media or whatever and you get a little bit more attention for a cover, don't let that make you think that you shouldn't be investing in your own voice. Covers are a way of allowing an audience to comprehend you under parameters that are understandable to them. And it's part of an artistic tradition. Actors learn Shakespeare, musicians learn covers. Keep writing, keep learning, go as deep as you want, because music doesn't have rules that can't easily and sometimes beneficially be broken. But remember that your voice is an important one to develop, and only you can write your songs, so don't let anybody dissuade you. We'll be starting with Zeppelin as common ground of music that is some of the best ever written, but I'll also be giving some suggestions for writing assignments along the way.